our first speaker for the night. And Dana is the co-owner of Bold and Brave, which is a business that helps build confidence and skill sets to empower youth online and in person around Lethbridge, Alberta. Dana Holland is a working professional, entrepreneur, Toastmaster, wife, and mother to 4 wonderful kiddos. She is passionate about empowering people to build their confidence, knowledge, and tangible life skills to connect with their aspirations. Dana is kicking us off tonight by talking about changing your narrative through authenticity. Here is Dana Holland with You Are Enough.
Do you remember your 5-year-old self? That self-assured kid who asked the questions, wanted to try everything, and lived by that motto of no fear. You didn't care about people pleasing or fitting in. You just knew that you loved Ninja Turtles or unicorns and wanted to have fun with your friends. You sought connection and happiness and simply understood that you are enough. Somewhere between the age of 10 and 14, my experiences with fitting in were skewed, and I forgot who I was. I didn't fit those societal boxes. I was a tomboy through and through who loved hockey cards and loved to explore outside. I could play any sport, and my soccer skills even won me a bloody nose in 5th grade because my grade 6 opponent couldn't handle being scored on by a girl. The point. I was confident, played hard, and didn't care what other people thought. Junior high became a breeding ground of societal boxes. Grades, friends, who your parents were, all placed me in this hierarchical category with teachers and peers that most of the time I was completely oblivious to. I worked super hard in my classes, but couldn't get anything above a 65. I truly felt stupid. I spoke to my teachers. Why can't I improve? No answers. 65 became my A+ effort, my label. By grade 9, my confidence was shattered. For 2 full years, I felt inadequate and stupid. This was coupled with the loneliness of losing some of my closest friends because of choice and personal growth. The cherry on top was moving away from my family home to a 2-bedroom apartment because my parents were getting a divorce. Now I was off to high school, friendless, with no self-confidence. It was truly one of the lowest points in my life. I felt alone, and in those moments, that was my reality. One day, I took a walk behind a path by my house. It was a beautiful evening overlooking the coulees with the University of Lethbridge in the background. I sat down at that time and I contemplated the worth of my life at 14 years old. And I began to pray harder than I'd ever prayed. Am I needed in this world? Am I ever going to be enough? As I pondered and thought about these questions, there was one thing that became concrete in my mind. I didn't want anyone else to feel the way that I felt at that moment. So I had to make a choice. I got up and I decided that I was enough. And I was the only person who could change my narrative and use my experiences for good. We all have moments of despair, exclusion, weakness, but that doesn't mean that you're not worthy of time, success, and happiness. At the end of this, I want all of you to have a new understanding of why you are enough, why your children are enough, and why we should strive every day to be our real selves. When you look at me now, I have lots of things. I have a beautiful family, home, career, and decent financial stability. But what is the connection behind our successes and our failures? What is our real story? I would suggest that behind every smile, there is a story, a turning point and a plethora of life events that define the person that you are today. That summer after 9th grade, I was an empty canvas, willing and ready to risk everything to gain more. I had nothing left to lose. My decision to have hope and walk home that day, knowing that I was enough, led me down new paths of friendship, inclusion, and growth that completely changed my life forever. Over the years, I've had so many friends joke, of course you ran into someone while you were traveling to California, Mexico, China. Yes, China. And I laugh because it's so true. People are my lottery ticket. I have truly gained a belief in the 6 degrees of separation because I am blessed with connection often. These networks have led me to relationships that have become absolutely fundamental in my life. So going back to that empty canvas of that crucial summer, the stars aligned for me to attend a camp. I had a church leader take the initiative to seek me out, to invite me and really go out of her way to ensure that I knew I was important and worthwhile. See, I really, really wanted to go to this camp, but I knew there was this dress-up component and I didn't have the items or skills to make them. And to be honest, I was too insecure to ask for help. This leader saw me, she saw my need, and she acted. Her decision to act and share kindness was imprinted on my heart and is something that I have never forgotten. Because of my attendance at that camp, I met my best friend Melissa and my first boyfriend Kyle, both of whom became vital on my journey to my authentic self. Melissa has been a constant for 25 years. She was the sister I never had who danced like a chicken to Moni Moni, laughed about awkward dates, and put me in my place when I was needed. She stood beside me at my wedding and is considered auntie to my kids. Our bond formed the basis of genuine friendship in my life and became the gold standard, which laid the foundation for all other relationships I hold dear to this day. I have been truly blessed by so many wonderful best friends, and I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world to have them around. Our relationships are built on genuine respect, loyalty, and love. And I'm so grateful for so many people to be supporting me here tonight. My second connection with Kyle was short, but life-changing. And it confirmed my desire to be a force for good to those around me. On March 9th, 1999, I saw the aftermath of a collision scene just outside McGrath on my way to a basketball game in Cardston. I vividly remember saying, there were kids in that car because I could see a little stuffed toy on the ground. It was not until the next morning, as I cheerfully waited for my friends to pick me up on the side of the road, I got into the van and immediately realized that something was wrong. And it was at that moment that I learned that my friend Kyle was in that car accident that I saw the night before. He had passed away along with his older sister. His brother Kaz was in critical condition, and his little nephew had lost his mom. I discovered over the next few weeks and months what true devastation looks like and how it affected so many people within my circle. I learned empathy and gained a keen awareness of the importance and worth of every life around us. Over the years, I've remained close with Kyle's twin brother Kaz and visit his family grave yearly. I've shared special moments with Kaz's kids about their Uncle Kyle, including our very clumsy first kiss and how he made me feel beautiful during my awkward teenage years. It has been my privilege to share personal stories with Kaz's family to honor Kyle's memory. My point. Those interactions that year truly became defining moments in my life, allowing me to see the impact of action and value of connection as I continued on my journey to find my authentic self. As I gained the title of mom, it became my mission to teach my kids the importance of authenticity. I want them to know that they are enough as their real selves. As I've watched my children grow, my daughter has been a great example of pure self-assurance. She will walk up to complete strangers and say, "Hi, how are you? What's your name? How old are you?" And she tells them something she likes, all with me in the background being super awkward. The point is she does it. And how awesome is that? She is bold and states what's on her mind and comes across genuine because her intentions are pure. She simply wants to know, so she asks. As a mom, I want my children to succeed, and I will do everything in my power to help them. My number one job is to keep them safe while loving them and encouraging them to grow. That also means that there will be times that I cannot let my own fear stop them from developing into the people they are meant to be. So what if every girl and boy was given the chance to write their own narrative, to try things and be given the best opportunities to thrive, learn, and grow? What if they were encouraged by friends, school, and families to be kind, determined, and their real selves? Kids set the bar of confidence that we should all look to. They want their voices heard and want so badly to know how the world works. Then one day, our schools, social media, our friends, they try to place them in this little bitty tiny box of expectations. Our job as their parents is to encourage them to ask questions and learn for themselves. We need fierce kids who will stand up and be a beacon of light. We need their realness for themselves and everyone around them. We need them to have their voices heard because they are worth hearing. Our children will be the future leaders and the mothers and fathers of the next generation. We need to teach them to stand up for themselves and to recognize when they need to stand up for others. Authenticity is knowing who you are and being brave enough to live it. I am 39 years old and becoming a better version of myself every day. Being genuine is my superpower. My experiences of asking real questions and sincerely getting to know people has allowed me to see people, connect with them, and remember them. As I have watched my daughter do similar things in her communication with strangers, I am in awe at her character because she has no biases. It is a testament to me that we can all become our best selves. Every human is different, and our realness makes us intriguing, unique, and remarkable. Realness allows you to take time for self-care because you understand that you need breaks to stay positive. Realness allows you to trust your instincts and choose your association wisely. And realness will allow you to be kind while you speak your truth with others. We are meant to be individuals who think and express our authentic selves, meaning we are enough. So the next time you look at yourself in a mirror, I encourage you to think of all the awesome things that you are. You are alive. And according to a recent TED Talk, the chances of that is 1 in 400 trillion, meaning the odds of you being alive is basically 0. So celebrate the life you're living, the person you are, and your unique attributes. Every experience you go through teaches you something. Sometimes your lesson is going to be simple, but other times we have to go through the refiner's process and experience the blazing heat of adversity before we can truly gain insight into our lives. My experiences as a youth gave me empathy and gratitude, allowing me to be resilient in my actions while building important connections on my journey to the real me. I am grateful for the hard because it taught me to see the good. So you will see me using my experience to teach and encourage and love others. I am enough. And this knowledge permits me to encourage those around me to change their narrative so they fully embrace that they are enough. It has become my mission to preserve authenticity, so empowering people and youth is my priority. Being your authentic self will ultimately allow you to recall that self-assured, confident 5-year-old you and remember that you are enough.